Lesko. Please state your name, spelling your last for the record.
Hello, my name is Devin Del Sesto, D-E-L-S-E-S-T-O.
Please tell the members of the jury more about yourself.
Well, originally I was a college girl, but after finding out that I partied a little too much and was less studious, Mom and Dad stopped paying for college. And I ended up traveling the world, blowing my savings, and ended up at a motivational seminar. It taught me that the key to inner peace is through service to others. And that's how I ended up as a bellhop at Bancroft's Casino, the Black Bear.
Could you please describe your job as a bellhop?
Well, I take bags up to rooms, I deliver room service, I valet cars, I can spot complainers, and I can even tell how much people tip based on their luggage. I think it's pretty impressive.
Now, you mentioned Avery Bancroft. Who is that?
Avery Bancroft, Mr. Bancroft, is my boss. He is the owner of the Black Bear Casino, and he was proposing to the Gambling Commission for a new casino license.
And how do you know that?
Well, I've heard him talking about the proposal a few times.
What did he say?
Well, the first time I was valeting cars, and he asked me about my weekend because Valentine's Day had just passed. And he got a call in the middle of it, and all I heard him say was, "Hey, thanks for calling me back. I came up with a new proposal. If you're for sale, I'm willing to pay the price, whatever it is. I just want to get this done." And it was odd.
And what happened after that?
After that, let's see.
Or would you recognize Avery Bancroft if you were to see him here? Or would you recognize Avery Bancroft in court today?
Yes, right there with the fuchsia cardigan.
You mentioned that you heard about the proposal a couple times. When was the next time?
The next time was April 13th, and I had just gotten off of work. But we were swamped, and there was a cheese plate and a fancy bottle of wine up for room 312. And so, being the person I am, I took it out, thought there might be a tip involved. And I was met at the door by Mickey Keenan. And inside was Bancroft, Covington, and Hyde.
And do you know what this meeting was about?
No, I couldn't be for sure, but I did see Covington with a nasty old briefcase, and motioning to it, he said, "I'd also like another new one of these if you catch my drift."
What happened after that meeting?
It was 2 days later, and Bancroft got a package in the mail, and it didn't look like much, but it's my job to screen Bancroft's mail. So I opened it, and it was a suitcase that looked identical to the one Covington had in the meeting, but newer, of course.
What did you do with this package?
Well, I brought it off to Bancroft's office. He wasn't there, and I didn't see him within the next day. Instead, I saw it with Chase Covington, or one identical.
And what do you mean by that?
Well, I had just clocked out, again, so much overtime, and there was something big happening in the VIP room, so I thought I'd stroll by, because, tips. And there I saw Bancroft and Covington sitting at the middle table playing blackjack, I think, and they both had briefcases underneath their seats.
They had both had briefcases. Could you explain?
Well, yeah, it was Covington's ratty old briefcase underneath him, and Bancroft had what looked like the one that I delivered earlier, the new one.
And what happened after that?
Well, after that, I saw Covington in the lobby, and he didn't have that nasty old briefcase anymore. It looked a lot like the one that Bancroft had, the one that he had in his hand.
Was that the same briefcase that he had in the meeting?
No, the one that he had in the meeting was all torn up and raggedy. The one that he had in the lobby was the new one, the one that looked exactly like the one that I brought to Bancroft's office.
And when did this happen?
This happened April 16th. It was the day before they voted in favor for Bancroft's new casino license.
Now, when you saw Avery Bancroft and Chase Covington together, did you see Mickey Keenan around?
No, I think Keenan had left half an hour before I even saw them together.
And when you saw Chase Covington and Avery Bancroft together, did you ever hear Mickey Keenan threaten Avery Bancroft?
No, I've never seen a negative interaction between the two.
And have you ever seen Avery Bancroft or, excuse me, Mr. Keenan threaten or push Avery Bancroft to give Chase Covington money?
No, I've never seen anything like that.
No questions, Your Honor.
Cross exam?
Yes, Your Honor. May I proceed?
Yes.
I'd like to direct your attention to April 13th, that meeting. Now, you were working your normal shift that day?
Well, I had gotten out, I don't know, I got very little sleep that night.
Okay, but you did deliver a cheese plate to room
I
312.
did.
You were greeted at the door by Danny Hoy, is that right?
Well, yeah, he inspected the cheese plate, it was kind of odd.
That's right, because Danny Hoy is the head of security at the
Yes,
Black
he
Bear.
is.
And he inspected the cheese plate
And
you
the
brought?
wine, yes, he did.
But Danny Hoy didn't pat you down, did he?
No, I was a bellhop, I don't think he even thought.
Okay. And then the doors opened by Mickey Keenan.
Yeah, it was.
You observed a meeting going on in there.
Yes, there was a bunch of people around the table, I assumed it was a meeting.
But you weren't in the room very long, were you?
No, after I made a joke about the nasty old briefcase, I kind of got cleared out of the room.
As you can't even say for certain what that meeting was about.
That's what I said earlier, I wasn't quite sure.
And you have never seen a meeting like that happen at the Black Bear before, have you?
I don't typically take things up for meetings, I take things to guess.
Okay, but you had never seen a meeting like the one you saw on April 13th, 2015 before, had you?
Can you elaborate on that question?
You had never observed at the Black Bear Casino a meeting similar to the one you observed on April 13th, 2015.
You mean with the high security? No, no, I have not.
Thank you. No further questions, Your Honor.
Thank you. Redirect?
No redirect, Your Honor. I just asked the witness to be excused.
Your excuse.
Thank you.